What if I told you that just 10 inventions completely rewrote the story of humanity? Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world stripped bare, no buzzing lights flipping on at dusk, no vaccines shielding us from deadly plagues, no smartphones connecting you instantly to anyone, anywhere. Picture cities grinding to a halt, knowledge trapped in dusty scrolls, diseases wiping out billions. It's chaos, right? A step back into the dark ages. But these innovations didn't just fix problems, they ignited revolutions, sparked wars of ideas, and built the hyper-connected, tech-fueled world we take for granted today. They turned impossible dreams into everyday reality. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a thrilling journey through time, counting down the top 10 greatest innovations in human history. From ancient breakthroughs to mind-bending modern marvels, each one escalated our potential. Let's dive in, starting with number 10. Number 10, the printing press. Back in the 1440s, in a workshop in Mainz, Germany, a goldsmith named Johannes Gutenberg was frustrated. Books back then were painstakingly copied by hand, monks scribbling for months on a single volume. It was slow, error-prone, and insanely expensive, meaning knowledge was a luxury for the elite. Gutenberg's why was simple: democratize information. He invented movable type printing, using metal letters that could be rearranged and inked onto paper via a screw press inspired by winemaking tech. The science? It's mechanical genius, aligning type, applying even pressure, and mass-producing pages at speeds unheard of. This solved the bottleneck of knowledge sharing, slashing book costs by 90%. Suddenly, ideas exploded across Europe, fueling the Renaissance and Reformation. Martin Luther's 95 Theses went viral, challenging the church and sparking religious upheavals. Surprising fact, the first major print run was the Gutenberg Bible, but it accidentally birthed fake news. Early printers churned out propaganda pamphlets that spread like wildfire. And how did it transform society? It laid the groundwork for public education, science journals, and global literacy. Without it, no mass media. Fast forward, and it's the ancestor of today's digital publishing and the internet's endless info stream. But this was only the beginning. Knowledge was unlocked, yet power was still muscle-bound. What if we could harness energy like never before? Number 9, the steam engine. Flash to the 18th century in Scotland, where coal mines were flooding disasters. Enter James Watt, a tinkerer fixing instruments at the University of Glasgow. In 1769, he improved Thomas Newcomen's clunky engine, adding a separate condenser to boost efficiency. Why? Mines needed better pumps to suck out water without wasting fuel. The problem? Human and animal power couldn't keep up with industrial demands. Steams is thermodynamics in action. Heat water to steam, expand it to push pistons, convert heat to mechanical work. Efficiency jumped from 1% to over 10%, solving energy scarcity. Boom, the Industrial Revolution. Factories sprang up, cities ballooned, railroads crisscrossed continents, shrinking the world. Society transformed from agrarian drudgery to urban hustle, creating the middle class, but also child labor horrors we later fixed. Surprising moment? Watt's engine didn't just pump water, it powered the first steamboats, cutting transatlantic travel from months to days, kickstarting globalization. And its legacy? It paved the way for internal combustion engines, cars, airplanes, and even nuclear power plants. Imagine our electric grids without this foundational tech. But hold on, while machines roared to life, a silent killer lurked in the shadows. What if we could conquer disease itself? Number 8, vaccines. Picture 1796 in rural England. Smallpox was a nightmare, scarring or killing 1 in 3 victims. Dr. Edward Jenner noticed milkmaids exposed to cowpox seemed immune. Why invent this? To eradicate a plague that had ravaged humanity for millennia. Jenner tested it by inoculating a boy with cowpox pus. Bold, right? The science? Vaccines train your immune system with weakened or dead pathogens, triggering antibodies without full infection. It solved mass mortality, turning herd immunity into a weapon. Impact? Smallpox eradicated by 1980, saving billions of lives. Polio nearly gone. Measles controlled. Society shifted. Longer lifespans, population booms, economic growth as workers stayed healthy. Surprising fact? Jenner's word vaccine comes from vacca, Latin for cow. Talk about humble origins for a tech that's prevented 2 to 3 million deaths yearly. And connections? It birthed modern immunology, leading to mRNA tech and COVID vaccines and future cancer treatments. Pattern interrupt. Think about it. Without vaccines, half of us might not be here watching this. But as bodies grew stronger, minds craved more light. What innovation lit up the night in supercharged progress? Number 7, electricity. In the 1800s, inventors like Volta and Faraday were tinkering with frogs' legs and magnets. Volta's 1800 batteries stacked zinc and copper disks to generate current. Why? To prove electricity wasn't just static shocks, but a controllable force. The problem? Nights were dark, power unreliable. Science simplified. Electrons flow in circuits, harnessed via generators, converting mechanical energy to electrical. Faraday's electromagnetic induction made large-scale production possible. Solved? Energy on demand. Thomas Edison's bulb in 1879 lit homes, but Tesla's AC system won the current wars, enabling long-distance transmission. Society electrified. Factories ran 24/7. Cities never slept. Appliances freed women from chores. Global impact? GDP skyrocketed. Life expectancy rose. Surprising twist? Early electricity was pitched as a medical cure-all, zapping people for vitality, which was mostly quackery, but sparked bioelectric research. Today, it powers everything from EVs to quantum computers, evolving into renewables like solar. Tease alert, but electricity alone couldn't compute the future. What tiny invention shrunk the world into your pocket? Number 6, the transistor. Jump to 1947 at Bell Labs in New Jersey. Engineers John Bardeen, Walter Brattain, and Shockley were chasing better phone switches. Why? Vacuum tubes in early computers were bulky, hot, and failure-prone. The transistor, a semiconductor sandwich of silicon doped with impurities, amplifies or switches signals. Science? Electrons jump bands under voltage, controlling current flow without moving parts. Solved computing inefficiency, shrinking room-sized machines to desktops. Impact? Kickstarted the digital age. Radios, TVs, calculators exploded. Society? Information processing boomed, enabling space travel and stock markets. Surprising fact? Shockley's team won a Nobel, but he later became controversial for eugenics views, showing genius doesn't equal wisdom. Connections? Transistors birthed microchips, leading to Moore's Law and today's billions per chip processors in AI hardware. But this was the seed. What grew from it connected us all. Number 5, modern computing. In the 1940s, amid World War II code-breaking, Alan Turing and teams built machines like ENIAC, room-filling behemoths with 18,000 vacuum tubes. Why? To crunch numbers faster than humans for ballistics and crypto. Problem? Manual calculations were error-riddled and slow. Science? Binary code, algorithms, stored programs, input, process, output. Solved complex problem-solving at scale. Impact? From Apollo moon landings to personal PCs in the 80s, computing democratized data. Society transformed. Jobs shifted to knowledge work. Entertainment went digital. Surprising moment? The first bug was a literal moth in a relay, hence debugging. Led to smartphones, cloud tech, and VR. Curiosity hook? Ever wonder how your laptop thinks? It's all thanks to this. But computing needed a network. What innovation wove the global web? Number 4, the Internet. 1969, ARPANET linked UCLA and Stanford computers. Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn, funded by DARPA, wanted resilient military comms amid Cold War fears. Why? Networks crashed if one node failed. Science? Packet switching breaks data into chunks, routing them dynamically via TCP/IP protocols. Solved? Isolated info silos. Impact? Email, web in the 90s by Tim Berners-Lee, e-commerce, social media, remote work boomed. Society? Global village. Revolutions sparked online, but also misinformation wars. Surprising fact? The first message was LO, as in login, but it crashed mid-word. Now, powers AI training, blockchain, metaverses. Pattern interrupt. Without it, no YouTube, no us connecting right now. But how do we navigate this connected world? Number 3, GPS. Born from Cold War space race, the US DoD launched satellites in the 1970s. Bradford Parkinson led the team. Why? Precise military positioning. Problem? Navigation was guesswork, especially at sea. Science? Triangulation from satellite signals. Atomic clocks syncing time differences to pinpoint locations within meters. Solved? Exploration limits. Impact? From car directions to Uber, farming precision, trillions in economic value. Society? Travel safer. Disasters predicted. Surprising twist? It relies on Einstein's relativity. Clocks adjust for gravity and speed, or it would drift 10 kilometers daily. Leads to autonomous cars, AR apps. Tease? But gadgets needed portability. What put the world in your hand? Number 2, smartphones. 2007, Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone at Apple. Why? Merge phone, iPod, internet, revolutionized communication. Problem? Devices were clunky, siloed. Science? Touchscreens, accelerometers, app ecosystems on iOS and Android. Solved? On-the-go everything. Impact? 6 billion users. App economy worth trillions. Social shifts, gig work, mental health debates. Surprising fact? Early prototypes overheated so bad they burned pockets. Jobs demoed a cooled one. Fuels AI assistants, VR headsets. But the ultimate? What thinks for itself? Number 1, artificial intelligence. From 1956 Dartmouth conference where John McCarthy coined AI to today's neural nets. Why? Mimic human smarts for complex tasks. Problem? Human limits in data crunching. Science? Machine learning. Algorithms train on data, predicting via patterns. Solved inefficiency in medicine, finance. Impact? Self-driving cars, ChatGPT conversations, reshaping jobs, ethics. Surprising moment? AI beat Go champion in 2016, mastering intuition humans thought uncrackable. Transforms society, cures diseases, climate models. Future? Biotech fusions, space AI. These innovations aren't isolated. They stack like building blocks. Printing sparked ideas, steam-powered machines, electricity-lit computing, vaccines saved creators, transistors miniaturized, internet connected, GPS guided, smartphones mobilized, AI amplifies. Together, they've propelled us from caves to the cosmos, and the chain continues. Next could be quantum computing or neural links, tackling climate or immortality. The next world changer might be you, tinkering in a garage right now. Inspired? Hit like if this blew your mind. Subscribe for more epic science dives, and comment below, which innovation do you think was the most powerful? Let's discuss. I'll reply to my favorites. See you in the next one.